Hi traders, here we are looking at the cable chart over here on the daily and the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and we are also having a few end of day positions over here, just a little bit under 400 pounds at the moment is what we are looking at. What's the basis for all of these trades and also the GBP USD on the intraday time frame that we are looking. We're going to be talking about this and more on this video. Hi traders, thank you for joining the Master the Markets team in our live trading session video today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent performance. It is Stu Naupan here, founder of Master the Markets Illitrators Conference and the Traders Open Day. So here we are traders, as following on from yesterday's video on the intraday setup over here on GBP USD. What I'm really looking at on the daily, the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Now, before I analyze it based on the stretch principle, which is a recurring principle that keeps occurring every single day, let's do a quick analysis on our end of day positions that we have running on different strategies as well. So what have we done over here on GBP USD, Euro USD and dollar Swiss? So what we have done, we've entered this on end of day positions. Now, what does end of day positions mean? Basically, what it means is that we look at the daily time frame and we correlate with other time frames, and we take a position based on the close of the bar as of yesterday night, and especially if it fulfills our criteria. Over here at Master the Markets, we look at bottoms and tops quantifications, which we have programmed our smart money indicator on. So based on those positions, we will take either a long or a short position on them. Okay, so in terms of that, that's what we did take from yesterday, and we'll be putting all our stop loss and target profits very shortly on them too. Okay,
If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and smash that like icon. If you haven't joined our channel yet, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications immediately when we post up quality content like this, and especially to get our live trading updates sent directly to your phone.
so that's on that. What is the basis for taking all of them? The basis is all based on what we always talk about, which is open equity, and what is we've been known for since 2010 been going on. Open equity basically means how much move is left upon point of entry. Very important because it's the exits in which you make your cash flow. Right. So based on these positions, all these positions over here have been taken in terms of a 50% open equity point. So usually we'll take it at a point of 100 pips or 180R. So for example, in terms of this particular position over here, so where we'll be putting our target, we have seen that the ATR is, if I point it to there, is 83 or 100 pips, which we found as 50% distance that it reaches. Usually 50% of um, the dots will reach to, which is when the bottom or top is confirmed. So we will be putting it there. And in terms of the stop loss, we will also be placing it for the low of the bar. So for example, I'll just show you on one, we'll be putting it here. All this has been researched. So that's how we know all these numbers. So for example, the stop loss here will be the low 12397. Let me just move this out of the way for a bit. So the low here will be 12397. So let me just modify that 1.2397, and then my target will be for the close, so 12591, 1.2591. So that's what we got over here, and that's it. So that's based on those levels. The same thing what we're doing over here on euro dollar as well. We are taking on the same thing, close, stop loss for the low, and 100 pips from there. And dollar Swiss, pretty much similar to, is what we are doing over here as well. Okay, stop loss for the high, entry for yesterday's close, and a target for the 100 pips from there. Okay, so those are those positions over there, what we are seeing. Now, in terms of the intraday positions, now we can take a look at the range runner position over here. Very important thing, traders, as I load up these charts over here, is that the main important thing you must always realize is you must know where to exit, because that's where your money is made. But also, you do not want to exit too early and make just less profit margin on your trades, especially when it runs much more further. So you need to know the exact levels, and a good research point must be established. Now, in terms of our cable position over here, let me just take a look over here. So what we are taking a look is on the daily. This is a top bottom to top move, so towards the upside. So I got my direction from the daily. In terms of the 4 hour, it's also a bottom to top move as well, so it's still towards the upside. The only concern though on the 4 hour is that, traders, is that it's quite extended from the time I got a bottom confirmation, because of course, as you know, a simple principle, the market can never keep going in a straight line. Because we have quantified our tops and bottoms, we know that that isn't a top, right? Because according to our quantification, it's not the holy grail, but according to our quantification and our framework, we know that that's not a top, that's not a top. So it's still going in a straight line as far as you can see. At some point, it's got to turn. So it's quite a little bit overextended in terms of the 4 hour. Now, in terms of taking a look in terms of open equity as well, I can just bring up my chart over here on the SMI OE. Let me just bring up the OE stats chart. And let me just start it at 25 and 25, and we can analyze it together. And you can see that when actually, let me just bring up the pane a lot bigger. So over here, you can see that from this point onwards, from this close over here all the way to the top, it has done 131 pips so far. Now, from 131 on this table, on the 4 hour time frame, more than 150, right? Only 20% of them get there. So I know that there's an 80% chance that it will start to turn. It will start to fall into that stat sample. This is why it's so good and so important to know where your point of entry is on a consistent basis and where your maximum point is after you've quantified your bottoms and tops. Now, this work was started in the 1960s, very, very powerful work that we are leveraging off from as well. Now, any of these terminologies that you want to understand or whatsoever, you can always go on to our traderstarterpack.com video series and you can take a look at that. Really high quality material for both beginner and intermediate and professional traders as well. Highly recommend it. We put a lot of time and effort into this, over 12 years of collated research. Okay, so you can take a look at that and you can register for that totally free of charge. Now, coming back to here, so when I take a look at the 1 hour, being a bit cautious of the 4 hour turning, when I take a look at the 1 hour time frame, again I can see that my confirmation dot came from here and is now doing a bit of a retracement, but still the top hasn't confirmed yet. So when I go back to our intraday charts here, I haven't got it loaded onto the trading view charts in terms of the stretch indicator. What I can see, traders, if you can observe from the opening price, it's come back down to this level. So if I do an opening price here, if I do an open there, and then to the low, what it's come is to here, and then to the high, it has come to the highest point there. Okay, so now this is the bar that is being shown over here as it's forming, right? So let's put all this together in perspective. So in terms of the range, average range, yesterday's range was 83. So 0.8 times the 83 is what we are looking for. So let me just bring my calculator out. 0.8 times 83 is what I'm looking at. 66.4. So 66 pips of range is what I'm looking at. It's done so far, if you can read from here, the bar range 51. Okay. And I'm looking for 66. Is it not, traders? Yeah, I'm looking for 66. Now, if I go on to here, you can see that from this point onwards, the range it has done, let me just erase that away, then we can take a look at it together. The range it has done over here, you can see that that is 14 about there, and this one is 37, is it not? Yeah, 14 and 37 roughly. Okay, so 14 here and 37 there. Okay, so in terms of taking a position now, my higher probability is still towards the upside. So if you want to do an aggressive entry on this, I can then take a look at the high entry being for there, and then the stop loss being for low as a reversal. So if this is outside the bar, this would take me in. And then my target going to be for the range of the day. And the range of the day, I'm going for 80% of the range ATR. So that's about 66. So that will be 12542. 1.2542 is what I'm going to be looking at. So from here to here, what am I looking at? So basically about 30 pips odd of profit is what I am looking at to achieve. Okay. Right, traders. So that's that one there. I will just start to put a position on that one. So if that is an outsider, so the only way this can now trigger me in, if you observe on the low, is by becoming an outsider bar. Is it not, traders? So that's how this can only trigger me in now. So let me just see. This is the high 25134. I would just do that. Just put the live order in right now. Um, So let's see, pending order, I'll put a buy stop here, and 1.2514 is what I mentioned. I'm just taking a look at this high, and the stop loss being for the low of this bar, 1.2500, right, is what I'm looking at. And the target point I'm looking at for 66 pips from here. So the low 2477, 2478. So 2478 plus 66, 1.2544, 1.2544. So that's all I'm looking at over here, traders. So 2514, that's right. Maybe the stop loss I put it for the low of the outsider bar, 1.2499. 1.2499. Okay, so what we got at the moment, let me just quickly just check that. I think they've increased the, so I must wait for at least 4 points, isn't it? So that's what I'm looking at. So let's just see 2514. So I might need to enter it. Maybe now I should enter. So I'll wait for that price to come back down a little bit before it allows me to place that trade. 1.24992544. Now I should be able to put that position. Okay, so it's gone up a bit more higher. Let's see if it I think I'm looking at this one here, so it must be 4 points. Also, I might need to revert to the live execution. In any case, I'll leave that to be there. You can see what I'm really looking to do over there as we get a bit more leeway towards those positions. Right, so I'll just leave that to be there. I think it's coming back down a little bit. I might be able to squeeze in that position over there if it comes back down further. Let's see, not yet. If it comes to 2509, I think we should be able to put it. There we go. We got that order in, and that has been added onto these trades over here. Okay, that's our intraday position resting over there, as you can see. This is our end of day positions. Okay, so traders, so just to summarize all of this up, first of all, you must always understand everything over here on this side, so end of day positions, okay, and the unrealized profit. So do not focus your efforts on that. What we need to focus on just our trade management, as I mentioned in our previous videos and on the opt-in videos on our YouTube channel since 2010. Now, this one is an intraday order that is sitting over there. These are all end of day positions, okay. So in just to summarize this whole thing up at the moment, all I can say is this, is that first of all, we just went through the stretch principle, okay, and how we are using it to place our intraday positions. We then looked at our end of day positions, which are also based on open equity methodology, which I then also showed you how roughly we use this using these tables over here. And then thirdly, what I want to mention is that if you're trading and if you're looking to reduce your drawdowns, one thing is to diversify your portfolio. Okay. Now, how do you diversify your portfolio? Either by increasing the number of strategies that you trade on, which is what we're doing end of day and intraday based on the stretch principle. And the other thing that you can also do is by increasing the number of instruments, okay, that you are trading on a particular strategy. So reflect on all these points, quite a lot on this video to take home. I want you to reflect on them, and also you can take a look at our Trader Starter Pack video series, which will give you a very good understanding of the whole open equity methodology. All right, traders, that's all from us on this trading video. We'll update this trade as it goes along and how it performs. Pretty much that's all on this trading video. And as we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.
If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.